Good morning, everybody. Welcome back from online.Scott selections here for Friday, September 23rd. Before again today's play of the day, quick recap of what happened yesterday. We had a loss in the NFL with the Steelers and Browns under 38.5 at -110 on BetMGM. Can't really call it a brutal beat, but it definitely wasn't fun to watch it go up in flames with less than a minute to go. But we had a decent draw there in the fourth quarter. Browns had fourth and goal at the one. We needed a goal line stop, and Chubb ended up scoring, but we were still alive as the Steelers ended up getting the ball at their own 20-yard line with about 3 minutes to go, and pretty much anything besides a score, and we end up winning. And unfortunately for us, the Steelers had fourth and inches at Cleveland's 17-yard line with 148 to go, down 9 at the time, and they ended up kicking a field goal. They kicked the field goal on fourth and inches, and that's one of the reasons why I've been anti Mike Tomlin, because he's extremely conservative and extremely old fashioned. And he kicked the field goal on fourth and inches, so picked up a loss there. Then you had the Paul fumble touchdown at the end, which didn't really matter for us. But anyway, a couple of chances there to end up cashing in the fourth, ended up not getting either of those bounces to go our way. Going for a bounce back winner here on Friday. And for today's play of the day, going to baseball, looking at a matchup between the Guardians and the Rangers, taking place at around 8 p.m. Eastern time. And for this matchup, like the road team in this one, like the Guardians of the money line at plus 102 on Bet Online. Time recording of 2 a.m. Eastern time. Couple reasons why I like the Guardians money line in this spot. First reason, looking at the actual recent form of each team, the Guardians are in much better form, as the Guardians have won 13 of their last 15 games, while the Rangers have lost 17 of their last 24 games. Plus, the Rangers are the home team for this matchup. However, that doesn't really matter because the Rangers have not been very good at home this season, as the Rangers are 32 and 42 straight up at home, while the Guardians are 43 and 35 straight up on the road. So home field technically exists, but when the Guardians are above 500 on the road, and Texas has been underwhelming at home, I'm not sure how much it's actually going to matter. Plus, to go through the actual pitching matchup here, I think Cleveland is a pretty underrated starter, and I think this pitching matchup is actually closer than people might think. Morris is pitching for Cleveland, has not pitched that much this season. However, he has been pretty good recently. Last three starts, 13 and two-thirds innings pitched, 1.32 ERA. So not much length, but he has been pitching well. He did go 6 innings last time out, so maybe he could be stretched out to 6 innings in this start as well. Meanwhile, you have John Gray pitching for Texas. His overall numbers are decent this season. However, he did come off the IL somewhat recently. He's only pitched twice since since August 2nd, and in those two appearances, 8 total innings, 3.38 ERA. So he's really not going much length, and you might see him only go four or so in this outing. And I do think Texas bullpen is a lot worse than Cleveland's. So you might see a decent amount of Texas bullpen, which should not bode well for the Rangers throughout this game. And to go through some trends here, the Guardians have traveled well to Texas in the past, as the Guardians are 9 and 4 straight up in the last 13 meetings. But I'm really wondering why Texas is favored in this spot. John Gray's a veteran. Is he a great pitcher? Not really. He's kind of mediocre. Morris is a bit unknown, but he has been pretty good lately. And the Guardians, I said before, have won 13 of 15, while the Rangers have lost 17 of 24. I think the wrong team's favored here. The Guardians just had a nice sweep against the White Sox. They're going to be headed to the playoffs, and the Rangers are definitely not. I think it's a very good deal with the much better baseball team in general at plus money. So play that once again here for Friday, September 23rd, is going to be on the Guardians money line at plus 102 on Bet Online. Bye, everyone.